Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So we're pretty much through Manwich, the change. Um, there might be another Gematria connection. I'm not sure. I'm going through some of the numbers I have missed in the previous Gematria decode. There was a lot at once, and I missed some numbers. So we're kind of going back through that now, seeing what's there. And when we get done with that, we'll go to simple binary on Manwich. Probably just run the two numbers forwards and backwards and see what's there and what isn't there. At this point, it doesn't matter, but I'm guessing there'll be some stuff there. So I shouldn't say it doesn't matter. I'm just saying that we're seeing what's there and what isn't there. So, those of you who know, we find whatever we find in the decode, and then we break everything down. We break down the change to what we can, and we break down, in this case it was the University of New Mexico. We break down what we find, everything we can, where it's located, who's in charge, stuff like that. And I think we'll go up here and we use our calculator here, and well, what the heck, we got Sean Connolly. So you see Sean Connolly, who's in charge of ConAgra Brands, who owns Hunts Manwich, and you see 149, 50, 175, and 58. So you bring, oh, come on, 149, 50, 175, and 58 down. All right. And notice these bottom numbers, we could be using them and make even more connections. The way this actually works, 1 plus 4 is 5, 5 plus 9 is 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. So 149 breaks down to 5. 50, you just drop the 0 because the 0 doesn't count anyway, and you got a 5. 175, you have 1 plus 7 is 8, 8 plus 5 is 13, 1 plus 3 is 4. So 4, it comes down. 58, you have 5 plus 8 is 13, 1 plus 3 is 4. All right, so we could be using those bottom numbers and making more connections, but to avoid coincidence theorists, we're only using the top number in every order possible. It all reduces the same. And we could be using 36 ciphers and the bottom numbers to make even more connections, but we don't need to. To avoid coincidence theorists, we're just using the 4 base ciphers, and we're just using the top numbers. All right, so I'm going to start because I noticed yesterday I failed to do this. So here, I'm not going to go through this again, but in 56, 65, 506, 605, 560, and 650, same numbers, different order, 11 all the way around. You have REM Losing My Religion, connected to Sherwin-Williams, connected to Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing, connected to Guns N' Roses Better, connected to The Who, Pinball Wizard, connected to Metallica Fade to Black, connected to Stovetop, connected to Music, connected to Montauk Project, connected to Quantum Chair, connected to Quantum Computer, connected to Masonic Ritual, connected to Mind Control. So that's some pretty heavy duty connections right there. Connected to Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven, connected to Spin Doctors, 2 Princes, all in this number. 5, 6, 6, 5, same number, different order. All right. So now we come up here and we got 55, 505, and 550. Same number. Reduces to 1, right? You've got Masonic Temple from our control group is 55. You got quantum change from our control group is 55. So there's Masonic Temple, quantum change. Song. Oh, and by the way, of course, our theory is that Freemasons or other people that use this Gematria code designed at least some of these quantum computers, and they run the Gematria code. So if you can, and the changes that they leave are a code. So if you can break down the actual changes, what actually changed, you can find calculation points. If you run the changes through the categories, you can find who may have used the quantum computer or the quantum network in order to make the change. And it will connect itself to other changes made by other quantum computers running the same code. And it seems that that's exactly what's going on, but that's just the theory. We can prove what's in the changes. We can prove these connections, and that's where it stops. We can't, at this time, prove our theory, but we have a lot of good evidence for it. All right, Song is 55 from our control group. Bossum is in Bossum Alpha Maui, the head of Maui, M-A-W-I, DNA Technologies, which we found in Sherwin-Williams, is 55. Dr. Alpha Maui is in Dr. Bossum Alpha Maui, the head of MAWI, Maui DNA Technologies, which we found in Sherwin-Williams, is 55. Sultans of Swing is in Dire Straits. Sultans of Swing from Dire Straits. Sultans of Swing is 55. Argentina is in Coleman Shemi, the artist from Argentina, which we found in Dire Straits. Sultans of Swing is 55. NTU is in Nanyang Technological University, located in Singapore, China, which we found in Guns N' Roses' Better from the album Chinese Democracy, nonetheless, is 55. Jet is in Joan Jett from Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, I Love Rock and Roll, is 55. Heaven is in Stairway to Heaven, which we found, which is from Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven, is 55. Donation Site, which in the translations of Stairway to Heaven, Give the Money to Your Stone, took us to Perry Stone Ministries Donation Site. Donation Site from Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven is 55. Stairway is in Stairway to Heaven from Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven is 55. Minister is in Perry Stone as a minister, which we found in Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven, is 55. And one of your changes from Spin Doctors to Princes, is 55. So here in 55, 505, 50, 550, you have Masonic Temple connected to Quantum Change, connected to Song, connected to Sherwin-Williams, connected to Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing, connected to Guns N' Roses' Better, connected to Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, I Love Rock and Roll, connected to Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven, connected to Spin Doctors, Two Princes. All in this 55. All right. And by the way, I'm thinking about doing another video on the Montauk Project, since I have screen share now and I can show what I'm looking at instead of just providing a link. But we'll see how that goes. Here now we're on 145, 541, 415, 514, 154, and 451. Same numbers, different order. They both reduce to 1, kind of like 55. But we're not doing that. But here in these numbers, you have Masonic Temple is 145. You have Quantum Change is 145. They're synonymous in 3 of the 4 ciphers, and 4 of the 4 ciphers if you're advanced to take 7 plus 1 is 8 and 6 plus 2 is 8, but we're not doing that. We're just saying they're synonymous in 3 of the 4 ciphers. All right, you have Argentina is in Kalman Shemi, an artist from Argentina, which we found in Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing, is 154. South Texas College, Pecan Campus, which we found in Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, I Love Rock and Roll, is 145. Donation site, as I explained up here, from Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven, is 145. And Spin Doctors is in Spin Doctors 2 Princes, from Spin Doctors 2 Princes, is 145. So here in 145, 541, 415, 514, 154, and 451, same numbers, different order. You have Masonic Temple connected to Quantum Change, connected to Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing, connected to Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, I Love Rock and Roll, connected to Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven, connected to Spin Doctors 2 Princes. All right, and once again, Montauk Project, I'm thinking about doing another video on that. We did one a few years ago, but I don't think it would hurt to do another one since we're better set up now. I can show what I'm looking at. So I think that'd be a pretty good idea. And on top of that, I will continue. And I think we have 66 still that I can see that we missed. And I'll see if we missed anything else as far as these Gematria numbers go. The more connections I have, the better. It'll help me later so that I only have to go through the list of connections instead of all the numbers in all the effects, which will help tremendously for me. It takes a long time anyway. So that's going to be it for this one. And I'll see about coming out with another one today. And if not, hopefully tomorrow. So for now, guys, thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down when appropriate. Thanks for all your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions. And thanks for watching, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your day.